Law 3. Conceal your intentions. In the intricate game of power, the most skillful players move in shadows, keeping others off balance and uncertain. By never fully revealing the purpose behind your actions, you gain the element of surprise and control. When people don't know your plans, they can't defend against them. They are like a deer caught in headlights, frozen by the unknown. Your strategy is to lure others down the wrong path, ensnaring them in a fog of false hints and misdirection. By the time they realize your true intentions, it's too late to respond. The power of deception. Otto von Bismarck's strategy. In 1850, Otto von Bismarck, a young but ambitious politician in the Prussian parliament, was at a critical juncture in his career. Bismarck held a deep desire for the unification of German states and had dreams of elevating Prussia's power over Austria, Prussia's longtime rival. However, tensions were high. The king, Frederick William IV, and his advisors opposed war, preferring peace with Austria to preserve stability. Bismarck found himself on the edge. Pushing too hard for war could endanger his career, but remaining silent would mean squandering his aspirations. In a surprising twist, Bismarck gave a speech that defied expectations. Known for his strong military views, Bismarck's stance on war was assumed to be unwavering. Yet, he stood before Parliament and delivered a speech advocating for peace. Woe to the statesman who makes war without a reason that will still be valid when the war is over, he warned. He continued, describing the horrors of war and questioning the righteousness of battling Austria, a position that baffled those who knew him. The outcome was immediate. Supporters of war lost momentum. Several deputies, swayed by Bismarck's eloquent caution, withdrew their support, ultimately leading to the preservation of peace. The king and his ministers, grateful for Bismarck's unexpected support of diplomacy, rewarded him with a cabinet position. Over the years, Bismarck's influence grew, and he would eventually orchestrate a war with Austria on his terms. His carefully concealed intentions and strategic patience paid off, achieving his goal of unifying Germany under Prussian rule. Lessons in concealment. Bismarck's skillful deception lay in his ability to mask his ambitions behind a smokescreen of false allegiance. Rather than advocating openly for his true beliefs, he played the role of a peacemaker to win trust and gain a position of power. With his true desires hidden, Bismarck was able to strengthen his influence until he held enough power to act on his real intentions. The art of concealing one's motives isn't just about silence. It's about carefully choosing the words and actions that disguise your true plans. By obscuring your intentions, you control how others perceive you and prevent them from taking preemptive measures against you. Mastering the decoy and misdirection. If you wish to keep others from knowing your real objectives, practice the art of the decoy. Create a facade of desires or goals that lead them astray. This is where red herrings come into play. Distract people with goals that seem realistic but are ultimately irrelevant. Let them believe they're seeing the full picture while you work toward your true aim. As an example, in the early 20th century, con artist Joseph Yellow Kid Weil lured a wealthy businessman, Sam Geisel, into a scheme through a series of intricate deceptions. Weil began by showing interest in purchasing a property from Geisel, a transaction that appeared straightforward. But this property sale was merely a distraction. Weil introduced Geisel to a staged boxing match scam, complete with hired fighters and elaborate theatrics, eventually convincing Geisel to bet large sums of money on a rigged fight. Enraptured by the illusion of easy profit, Geisel overlooked red flags and lost a substantial amount of money. Weil's deceptive business deal was merely the bait that obscured his true goal, swindling Geisel out of his fortune. The art of false sincerity. In deception, sincerity is your most powerful weapon. People naturally trust those who appear honest, and most will not question the motives of someone who seems earnest. Present yourself as open, occasionally divulging thoughts that appear genuine, even trivial, to build trust. But remember, these are not your true thoughts. They are a smokescreen to gain confidence while masking your real intentions. Napoleon's minister, Talleyrand, mastered this tactic. He would often share seemingly heartfelt confidences with others, presenting himself as honest and transparent. This openness earned him trust and lulled others into lowering their guard. Behind this veil of honesty, Talleyrand concealed his true ambitions, manipulating and maneuvering his way through the court to achieve his goals. Keys to power: the subtle art of camouflage. Most people are open books, eager to share their plans, beliefs, and dreams with anyone who will listen. This transparency may seem endearing, but it's a liability in the pursuit of power. By holding back, you create an air of mystery, making yourself less predictable and, therefore, harder to oppose. When you practice concealment, you control the narrative. People tend to accept appearances at face value, not suspecting that there's more hidden beneath the surface. If they see one desire, they assume that it's your only goal. By hiding your intentions behind a series of distractions, you obscure your path, and others will only see the misdirection. The power of smoke screens. A smoke screen is your best ally when you want to keep others in the dark. This could be a friendly demeanor, a series of inconspicuous actions, or mundane routine that keeps people disinterested in your real motives. Subtle patterns of behavior lull others into a false sense of familiarity, making them oblivious to any concealed intentions. In poker, the best players aren't the ones with the most dramatic bluffs but those who are masters of the unreadable face. Similarly, as you pursue power, strive for an aura of blandness. By disguising your true aims with an air of unassuming presence, you create a powerful defense against anyone trying to read you. Conclusion: conceal to control. Concealing your intentions is a skill of subtle manipulation. As Bismarck, Weil, and Talleyrand demonstrated, keeping others off balance is essential to maintain control. Use decoys, embrace sincerity as a tool, and create smokescreens to obscure your true goals. The more you master this art, the less predictable you become, and the more you control not just your own destiny but the responses and perceptions of those around you. Let others expose their plans and motives openly while you remain unreadable. In the game of power, the best moves are the ones no one saw coming.